Hey y'all, I'm Shayna. If you're new here, I'm reviewing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season whatever, episode whatever, but this is Spice's fashion show episode. So definitely, before we get into it, if you've been here before, subscribe. Like, what are you waiting for? Definitely help a sister out. Like, all that above. It's free 99. Y'all know the deal. If you're new here and you enjoy this video, definitely gives it a thumbs up and subscribe. And let's get into it. So we start off with Shekinah, and she's hosting Spice's fashion show. We're seeing her fashion. She said she got some stuff at the airport. You can be cozy and comfortable, all that. It's giving She by Sheree joggers. This episode of Atlanta was reminding me, it's very reminiscent of Real Housewives of Atlanta, but the ghetto version. I'm like, what's going on in Atlanta with the fashion shows and all the above? But definitely giving me joggers. I didn't know everybody was wearing so much active wear. So Jock is supposed to be walking in the show, and she kind of says word on the street is that Meda, Spice's friend, slept with Jack a few months ago. Meda said she didn't sleep with him. He just performed oral on her in 2019, and y'all know what I mean. Meda tells Shekinah and Spice about the FaceTime with Kendra and says that she was protecting Jack on the call. That's why she was mixing up the dates and was confused and whatever. And because Shekinah made a comment like, oh, whatever Jack did to her, she's still in love with him. Every woman Jack has been with apparently is still in love with him. He's been with Carly Red for like 2 weeks, and she's still talking about that man with his baby mama, who's still in love with him. Like, the girls get together and just start talking about him because they can't get over him. I'm like, I don't know what he do to these women, especially, I can understand the ex-wife and the first few baby mamas, but 9 kids later and he still got y'all and like this. I guess whatever he wants, I don't want it. So Meda confirms that Kendra always knew about her. She been knew about her, and she was just putting on and pretending and performing and faking like she didn't, but she did, allegedly. It ain't even allegedly because Kendra came out and said that she knew about her, so it is what it is. So we move on to Sierra and her fiance, even though I'm not sure if this was her fiance yet at this time, but we know they got engaged. So her fiance and her mom are back in Atlanta. They're looking at the house. They're going to sell the house. They're stopping renovations. They decided to sell it, but Eric is frustrated because we know he didn't want to sell the house, and he's like, I moved from New York. I came down here. He don't even have any kids. He came down here and uprooted his life and everything he had going on to be a family with her and her children. And she wants to be in a condo. He feels like he's going backward. He's always had a house. It doesn't make sense. It's a waste of money. And he really didn't even want to sell the house. He just did it to give her peace of mind. But they're not compromising and working together. Like, okay, well, why are we just automatically, like, it got to be in a condo? Like, why not just find another area that you would prefer to have a home in since he wants to buy a house? And my thing is, things can happen. It can happen in a condo as well. You feel like it's unlikely. And if it happens there, then where? Where are you going to move to next? You're just going to keep running. I understand having peace of mind and safety and security, but I wouldn't just give up my house. Y'all weren't in it. Maybe once you're settled in it, you can have, tighter security and all that. And I don't know what's going on in Atlanta or just in general. It seems like on these Atlanta shows, there's been a lot of robberies on like all of them. So what's going on in Atlanta that like every house is getting broken into? Like, I don't understand it. But I'm glad they were safe. And I hope they can get on one page because right now it's kind of hard to see like the chemistry between them. Like something is lacking for me, and it might be because they're arguing over their living situation and all that. So Spice does a photo shoot for her clothing line. It says that Jack isn't going to be there. And, she's like relieved because she don't want to deal with the drama. So Scrappy and Bambi are on their way to the fashion show. And Scrappy tells Bambi that Jack told him that he told Kendra everything. And Kendra already knew. And Bambi was saying that Sierra is upset with her and Erica for calling her out and FaceTiming her. And, they FaceTimed her and they basically did that in front of Kendra. And Sierra has just been feeling the way she's been falling back. And she's like, I don't know, what I should do. with this whole situation. Scrappy is telling her to basically mind her business, and that's what she should do. She should mind her business, but we know she got to get in somebody's business because they don't got nothing going on. Otherwise, why are they on the show? Excuse me. It's late, y'all. So Spice's fashion show starts, and Spice jokes that Carly Red is the co-host, and she kind of like let her host. She was feeling territorial. But we know Carly is just walking in the show. I don't know. Let me know. Who do y'all think would have been a better host? Do you think Carly would have actually made a better and possibly more professional host? Or do we think that we should have just stuck with Shekinah's unprofessionalism but had her sense of humor? Spice really isn't happy with Shekinah's hosting skills. I mean, Shekinah can't even pronounce the clothing brand name correctly. She's not really saying the name of what they're wearing. Like, she just had no prior training. They must not have rehearsed or anything. They just threw her on out there. And she kind of like, I'm doing the best I can. Like, leave me be. But, girl, this is my thing. So, take it a little more seriously. But they should have practiced this before they started. So Meda comes out, and she kind of calls her out for basically being Jocs' like side piece, his side chick, and she made it known. And then she's like walking the stage. She got to the end, and she started like growling and hissing. I don't know what was going on, but okay. So Spice performs. She has a whole performance. Erica is like on the side twerking, like it's giving ghetto fabulous. Like what? I even where they were at, I'm like, what kind of building? Was this a gym turned fashion show? I don't know what was going on, honestly. But I'll tell you this, I ain't heard nothing about no joggers till like this season. And this season she had a fashion show. It didn't take a year, it didn't take 14 years. But moving on. Shekinah calls out Meda. She calls her back to the stage to walk a second time. She didn't change her outfit or nothing. So why did you call her out there a second time? Like to prove a point? It was kind of weird. Because this is Spice's fashion show and her event for her brand. But, I mean, or was it just something for the show? I don't know. We know it must be something for the show because if this is my brand, like, y'all can talk about all that after somewhere else. Go somewhere else with that. Not here, not now. Shekinah says she's tired of everyone blaming the women and not Joc for cheating. Joc is the cheater. He's the one that did it. So why do y'all keep blaming the women? I say, I see both sides. Yes, Joc is the one who's married to her and was engaged to her and they were dating at the time or whatever, whenever year this happened, whatever. They were together. So Joc is the one who owed her that to be faithful to her. But if Meda knew about her, which she tried to claim at first that she didn't, but we know that she did. Once you know and you continue on with the man, like you need to hold some accountability too because you're messy and you're wrong. You're messy and you're wrong. And that is wrong. So, all the ladies are just arguing back and forth. Like Sierra jumps into it and everything. Like the women are just getting into it. Meda they were just letting Meda have it. It's given very much ghetto. It's not ghetto fabulous anymore. It's just ghetto. Like it's a mess. At the end of the show, people are still lingering around and they can hear y'all and they're probably sticking around for the drama. Meda was saying, Kendra knew about it all. Kendra she knew what was going on. She's playing y'all. And Erica said she'll look at Kendra sideways. If Kendra pretended that she didn't know what was going on when she really did, Erica will look at her sideways because she's been in that situation and she really didn't find out until someone told her, like when the cameras was wrong. That's when she found out in the streets. So she took it very personally and very seriously and was trying to be a good friend to her. And to find out that Kendra was just performing the whole time and she really knew what was up would have her looking at her crazy. Get ready to look at her crazy then. Start looking at her sideways. Give her the side eye right now. So, Meda ends up bringing a prop. She's like, here's an award for Kendra for lying about not knowing or whatever the award was for. Again, with the Real Housewives reference because it's given when Drew Sidora threw that dog bone. Like, what are these props? Like, they not hitting like y'all think they are. Like, it's not doing what you thought it did. Like, maybe if you was trying to give it to Kendra and she was there, it still wouldn't really hit. But it definitely wasn't no reason to bring it out now because she's not even there. Like, corny. And then Carly takes it and she's like, as his ex-girlfriend, girl, we done forgot you was dating this man supposedly for this show. You done had a new man every season, so it don't even count no more as far as I'm concerned. So Sierra and Erica start arguing, and Bambi's chimes in too, and they're going back and forth. They're all saying like, "Oh, you didn't care about me. You didn't care about me. My house got broken into. Well, when I was pregnant and my house got broken into, who checked on me? Well, you didn't. Y'all really didn't. When y'all FaceTime me, they just going back and forth being catty. Like I don't even know what they arguing about no more." Sierra ends up leaving because Bambi was like, if I'm not a good friend, like I understand. If I haven't been the best, but we're girls. Like let's just move forward, type of thing. And yeah, let's just move forward. Like this isn't even. I don't even know what we're arguing about. Like, yeah, you feel upset that they FaceTimed you and kind of put you on the spot. But, I mean, maybe, yeah, you should have said something. I think when they did call her, she handled it well. She said, I wasn't sure if it was true or not, and that's why I didn't say anything. Simple as that. And Kendra already knew. So, I mean, all that for what? She still would have married the man like she did. So, Erica and Safaree link, and they discuss their divorce and selling the house. And he like, oh, this hurts, with the straightest face I've ever seen. Like, oh, it hurts. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, my God, I'm so hurt. Shut up. You ain't hurt. You ain't sad. Like, what? I don't believe it. You're not upset. You don't care. Like, whatever. Erica's still feeling away. She's taking little jabs, but I think she's hurt, but I don't know. I mean, maybe he feels away, I'm sure, but it's like they spent more time apart than they actually did together. And it's just unfortunate because she had 2 children with this man back to back. And they literally have babies. But, they know it's over. They're acknowledging it. And Safaree's like, hopefully we'll be cool one day. I hope so. For the sake of the children that y'all can co-parent and leave the pettiness behind. And it might happen once y'all get off this show. But that's all I have for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I definitely wanted to send a rest in peace shout out to P&B Rock, who passed away today. Be careful what y'all are posting on y'all social media. Be safe out there. Tomorrow's not promised, so let's just be safe and enjoy every day. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It will help me out. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.